Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Vetsia7, and today we're going to be doing a fruit tier list. Now, first up is Spin. Immediate S tier. It basically has the best movement in the game. Also, it has damage reduction of 95%. Easily the best. Now, but for real, Spin's buns. Alright. Bomb Awaken and Don't Awaken. This is pretty awful. Pretty buns, actually. You know what? I'm going to see if they buffed it. Be right back. Yeah, Bomb still buns. Okay. Actually, even after that, I might... Behind Spin? Alright. Anyways, Human, not great anymore. Spike is decent. Not a bad fruit. Also, Paw low-key was very good. Like, not bad. It's not a bad fruit. Even it's got good DPS. Good cooldowns, good damage. Giraffe is pretty buns. Barrier is pretty buns. It's this tier, like C tier, is like usable, but it's probably if you're like brand new to the game. All these are pretty buns. Gear 4. The biggest problem with Gear 4 is that it has a time limit, or like you can only use a certain amount of moves. But Gear 2 isn't all that bad, and I'm pretty sure you could use it infinitely. And it also has good M1s. So like, it's honestly not that bad. Like, it's probably bottom A. It's like usable for grinding. That's about it. This is a PVE tier list, and then I'll do a PvP one after. Although I don't know everything for PvP right now, so I'll just do like an educated guess. Love isn't that bad. I like to put it like top of B. Sand is pretty mid. Leopard is got good DPS, but not really great AoE, and it also can group up. Not that bad. Buddha Awaken for PvE. Man, it's good because that damage reduction. It's hard to kill you. It low-key might be S. Dark Rework. It's not that great, but it's also like pretty good. Venom is S tier. It has some of the highest DPS in the game. Gravity, low-key, still pretty good. If you unawaken the meteors. Don't use dinosaur fruits. They're awful. They'll get you killed. Immediate D tier. OPV2. This is legit the best fruit in the game. The reason why it's the best fruit in the game is because it has M1s. And the M1s with Core V2 do 8,000 for me. And you could spam them, and it legit just out DPSs everything in the game by a good amount. Ice. Ooh. Ice is good. Ice has good DPS and it stuns. I would say maybe S, but like, I don't know, man. Also, I'm gonna move Buddha down, just because if you use these other things, you could probably kill anything you're attacking faster. Flame is low-key buns, bruh. It is the worst awaken, except for bomb. Magma, this fruit is insane. It has extremely high DPS, really good cooldowns. It's just an amazing fruit all the way around. Like, it legit is so good. Snow V2. Snow V2 is a good AoE, but it's pretty mid. I'd put it over Spike, and because Spike does do decent damage. Light is low-key S. Now it's only S because for flying to sea beasts and getting like for movement, I use this fruit all the time. Like, it is so good. If you have it perm, it's really nice to have. Gas, easily one of the worst fruits in the game. Rumble's an easy A. It does good damage, good AoE. Everything about it is just good. Quake, low-key, Quake is good. It's really good. It does good damage now. It has good AoE. It's just got long cooldowns on the waves and the Quiver of the World. And everything else, like, it basically has like 3 moves you spam. And they're good damage, but it's more of like a PvP fruit, I think. Gold low-key kind of slept on. It has very high burst damage, but it has low AoE. It's good though. Soul's pretty buns. Don't use it. It does like decent damage, but it has a lot of end lag, and like you just sit there, and it could get you killed by a lot of NPCs. So it's pretty bad. Magnet. You know, I haven't tested Magnet a while, but I have to imagine it's still pretty mid. It has long cooldowns because it was so OP for PvP. Phoenix. This is low-key like S tier, I think. Phoenix Awaken is really good. I'm gonna put it S tier. Basically, it's S tier because The first ability, if you go above it and they just sit in the fire, because there's like two variations. If you hold it for like a second, it shoots these flaming balls, right? And it could do upwards of like 80,000 with Dofi glasses, which is insane for a first ability on like a small target too, not like a big hitbox. And it also has a really fast heal. So like if you're doing like dungeons or anything, it's extremely good, and you just basically can't die. It's very, very good. Gate. Gate is one of those it's like one of those like good, but only because it teleports around. So I'm gonna put it like bottom A because like actual grinding it's not that great. Toy's good because it can group up. And it does okay DPS. I think it has good M1s as well. Pretty good. Also, another S2. Yo, look at all the S tiers. Hold up a second. This game is cooking with like, this is actually an even tier list. I just realized. This update's balancing is actually really good. Doe is really good because it does decent DPS. It's not like the best DPS, but it does decent. But the thing that makes it so good is that it can group up every enemy. It has a lot of range, so you just spin around, collect every enemy, and stun lock them for like 30 seconds because the fruit's broken. Has really good CC and really good cooldowns on it. In PVE or PvP, you could legit like infinite combo with it. It's so good. Dragon S tier. Do I want to put S tier or A? I feel like it doesn't really deserve A. Like I don't really feel like it's in the same tier as any of these. But like if you're doing boss events, it is really good. Top A. Should I do S for Dragon? Like it does good damage. Okay, the only reason why I would put it S tier is low key because for Sea Beast events, like your Crab or your Kraken, anything like that, it does really, really well. But if we're doing like dungeon, it's pretty bad. Like normal grinding, it's decent. But like dungeon holds it back, I think. So I don't know if it deserves A or S. Like high A for sure, just because it's so good for sea events. Yeah, I'll leave it S. I think it's worth it. It's really good for grinding, like overall. Telekinesis is trash. I don't think it deserves D. So we'll do bottom C. Melody Fruit. Now Melody Fruit actually has like really good CC. I'd say it's A. I'd say it's better than Gate for sure. The damage isn't like too great. Also, I'm gonna mix some things around. So if we look at the S tier, OPV2, easily the best thing in the game. It has an insane AoE move with Core V2. It hits the entire room. It has the highest DPS in the entire game because it has really strong M1s with the sword. This is only with the sword, by the way. If you don't have the sword, OP's like a B. It's pretty mid without the sword. The abilities on it have decent cooldowns, good damage, but you don't really want to be using it for that. You literally just want to sit there and spam M1s, and it's legit the best fruit in the game. Magma, insane DPS, really good cooldowns, decent AoE. Venom, the second highest DPS in the entire game, but it has low AoE, and you also have to be pretty close to use it, which is why I'd put it under Magma, because Magma is just way easier to use and safer. Gravity still does a ton of damage in one combo, but you have to unawaken the meteors. Buddha is really good for any content. It does good damage, but you're unkillable basically. You have like 90% damage reduction. It's really ridiculous. Light has insane movement, the best in the game, except for like Gate or like stuff that could teleport basically. It is insane for Sea Beast events. Like your literally anything that spawns in the sea, it's insane. That's why I think it's S, and it does decent damage now as well. It did get a pretty good revamp. Phoenix is OP because the first ability does so much damage. It has an insane heal as well. Dovi 2 is the best thing in the game for grinding multiple things, so if you need to group them up, Dovi 2 is really good for that. Dragon, insane for Sea Beast events and for grinding in general, but anything outside of that, it's pretty bad. Also, the A tier, I won't go over all my reasoning for A tier, but I will put down maybe some controversial things like Paul. I low-key... I'll put Dark over Paw, just because it does have a move on a sea beast that does insane damage. It's the highest damaging move in the game. And I'll put Paw bottom A, and I'll put Rubber as well bottom A. The M1s carry Rubber, and you can't even use the Gear 3 that much. Melody over Gate. I'd say Melody's better for grinding. It's pretty good. Toy. I think this is pretty reasonable. Also, some like controversial takes really quick that you might not know of. Gold just has like really high DPS. Like it has good cooldowns. Toy can group up. Dark Revamp's good. Pod just has like really good cooldowns and damage. You'd be surprised. And then Gear 4 or Gear 2, I guess you'd be using most of the time, has good M1s. That's basically my reasoning. This is low-key like a balanced tier list. Like it is. There's so many S tiers this update. Okay, so this is for the PvP tier list. Now, Spin obviously useful. Bomb. There's gonna be a lot of F tiers. Most of these are pretty useful. I mean useless. Yeah. These are useful right here. Make sure to use these. Love. Low-key our first ace. S. ATK Love right now, absolutely broken. It basically like ATK will teleport onto you, take 7 dodges, and then Love, not on. By the way, you don't even need to strip with ATK. Love's LT or the I use controller. Love's last move, legit like instantly strips your dodges. It's so fast. It will instantly put you in a combo if you're close to a Love. And with ATK, teleport, use your last move on Love, boom, combo, they're dead. It's super OP. Love's insane. These are all pretty useless. I mean, String, you could try to use String. It's not gonna go well. Buddha, pretty bad. So Dark got a revamp, and I low-key thought like, oh, the moveset's good now. It has no stun on any abilities, and you legit can just spam your way out of it. Like you could use abilities on me if I had Dark. It's awful. These are pretty bad. You know, Gravity low key not that bad, just because the first ability on Awaken is good for melee mains. So you could make Gravity actually work, just because the first move is it's a full AoE stun, so it's pretty good. Dinosaurs. Buns. Ooh. Alright. So if you guys do not know, right, let me set up for this one. If you guys do not know, they decided to buff the dodge breaking abilities of Core V2 inside room. It now takes 6 dodges. So basically, if you enter my room, right, this has like a 5-second cooldown too. If you enter my room, 6 of your dodges are gone, and then if I just put my room down where you're next to me and I Core V2's first ability, your dodges are completely gone. And then the next time you enter my room, I hit you with Core V2. And then since Core V2 has such a long stun, you fall to the ground. Also, I used the Chilled Stone. So you fall all the way to the ground, and then you're basically slowed, so you can't run out the room. And I spam my rocks. I spam legit all my cooldowns because you're on the ground. It is a really good fruit. It has 2 teleports. The second ability on Core V2 is a teleport that goes all the way across the room. And it also has Blink on the actual fruit itself, where it legit goes all the way across the room. Like, you're almost untouchable. Especially if you, like, master this fruit. Because I'm not used to using it. But it is pretty brain dead, considering because you hit legit the entire room. It could be very strong if somebody's actually really good with it. Now, I don't know how effective it would be against normal people, because people will just try to run out of it, so you actually legit have to put up your room when they're actually trying to attack you, and then hit them. It's pretty hard to be offensive with this fruit. Like I said, if you master it, you could do it. Ice is pretty mid, Flame is pretty mid, Magma's mid. Snow, I think Snow is actually pretty good. After the nerfs, it killed it, but it's not all that bad, because its moveset in general is actually decent. I would say A. It's good with Hunterblade and like maybe like Dragon Fangs or something. It's a good fruit. Light has some it could be used for the movement. It's not bad. Gas, awful. Rumble used to be good when it actually can break. Now I haven't tested it, but I'm assuming they probably buffed it. If they did buff the Ken break on it, it could be A tier. So I'm just gonna leave it A tier. If it does Ken break, it's A tier. If it doesn't, it's probably like a B, but it's still usable if you have like a good sword. Like ATK, it's usable. Quake, I think Quake's really good because not only does the first ability go through dodge, it legit will grab your throat through dodge, which basically gives you free dodge. So like you hit them, it takes 2 dodges just by grabbing them by their throat. And then if you have like a really good sword, you could just break their Ken right there and it's over. And there's legit nothing you can do about it. It's probably the highest skill fruit right now. Because if you land that first ability consistently, I don't think you could lose. Like actually, your opponent would have to predict you teleporting on top of them, and it's legit like an instant cast teleport. So like potential, it's probably like the best in the game. Like I said, goes through dodge, literally grabs you by your throat through dodge. It's super OP. And also has, if you want to unawaken the second ability, it's better. It just synchronizes better with the entire fruit. It has good damage now. Like it's really good. If you're good with it. If you're not good with it, it's still S tier. Like it's still easy to use somewhat, but if you're good with it, it shows. Like you'll be OP. Gold's pretty buns. Soul buns. Magnet. It's not really usable anymore, especially with all the nerfs. It's pretty hard to pull people on, and I'm not even sure if you could one-shot combo with it anymore. I'm sure somebody could figure it out, but it's not that great. Phoenix is not meta, but you could use it. Like the form does have good abilities. Like it has a really OP Ken break and like a combo starter, but it can't one-shot you no matter what you do. So it's like a low A. Gate is still really good. It depends on what you're using, and if you're like you want to know what's broken with Gate? Garb's fighting style. It's insanely good with Garb's fighting style. It also has you could do a lot of things with Gate, man. It's a good fruit. Toy, pretty buns. Doe, I'd say Doe's S tier because it has really good Ken and Ken stripping, and then if you strip their dodges with all the punches, if they get into your range and you hit them legit one time with that, it will pull them straight back into the punches. Use your first ability, it will send them all the way down to the floor, and it's legit an infinite combo from there. No matter what they did or what they had, except for if it was maybe Nocturne passive, they legit can't get out, so it's pretty OP. Dragon does have 2 moves on it, base, that could be used. Pretty mid though. Telekinesis is bonds. And Sound Fruit, I actually think Sound Fruit has a lot of potential because it has legit snow domain, but it has instant cast. Like if you click that ability, you're getting your dodges stripped. It's very good. It also has like a really good it has 3 ranged moves, but one of the moves pushes you away, and then the disco ball legit will have you stun there for like 5 seconds because it does a ton of hits like really fast. And then the third ability will combo into that as well. And if you have a sword, like Blood Moon Twins, to like shoot them, it's good. Like it's a good fruit. It has a lot of potential. And we could potentially see S tier. Like I said though, I'm not exactly too sure as of like right now where Melody is. And I don't know exactly what the best fruit is. But in my opinion, Quake probably has the best potential. So like if you master Quake, you're gonna be goated. If you master OP, you're gonna be really good. But there's just some fights that you can't take with OP. Same with Doe. Like you can't go too high up. I mean, you could take it with OP, but you'd only have to use the sword. Yeah, so this is my reasoning for the best fruits in the game. Now, I'm sure there's some PvP connoisseur that's going to tell me something like, oh, Spike is goated or something, or like disagree with the Steelers a little bit. And not gonna lie, they're probably right. Maybe Doe isn't that great anymore in this meta, with like Quake being so good or like OP or something. Like especially with ATK being good, Doe might be bad. Because if I use my punches and I miss, ATK right on top of me and I could die instantly. So you're gonna have to be pretty good with Doe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe for more. So like I said, this is for PvP, and the first tier list I showed was for PvE.